everybody, and welcome to Nashua ETV's coverage of local high school basketball. I'm Tom King. John Collins will be along in just a bit. Tonight at the Belanger Gym at Nashua High School South, it's the Panthers of Nashua South against the Broncos of Alvirne High School. Nashua South comes in here with a record in Division I of 3-1. They've gotten off to a good start. They made it to the finals of the Chick-fil-A tournament as well before they lost to Merrimack. Alvirne comes in. They got off to a fairly decent start. The Broncos have struggled over the last few years, but they come in at 2-3, and they got a couple of impressive wins. One is one over Goffstown. So they are set to take the floor. We are set to tip, and it's high school girls basketball. Tim O'Neill on camera. Peter Johnson is our executive producer, and here we go. And the Panthers, no, the Broncos win the tip. Nice job by Alvirne's Hadara Ochim. And a drive to the hole, and good. Very quickly, Paige McKinley just drives right through. And it's the Broncos up 2-0. And here come the Panthers fast breaking with a layup. Kirsten McIntyre. And it's a 2-2 game. John Bourgeois in his first year as the head coach at Nashua South. Chris Cheatham is in his third year guiding the Broncos. They made it to the Division I semifinals 3 years ago, and then basically graduation, they gave him a real big hit, and they've been building up ever since. Trying to find the open person. Ariana Murray with it. Passes over to Juliana Martin. These names are familiar. They all play a lot of other sports, lacrosse and field hockey as well. McIntyre, top of the circle. And Martin with a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to probably the smallest player on the floor. That's Alvirne's Grace Hodgson. Hodgson flips it over to Sarah Rugra. In the corner, now back outside. That's Sarah Rugra. Plays soccer, plays tennis. Two-sport athlete at Alvirne. Father is the soccer coach for girls. Mother is the tennis coach. So the Rugrock family is well invested at Alvirne High School. Hook shot. You don't see those normally, and they go in. Sarah Rugrock with the hook. And the Broncos up 4-2. Full court press by Alvirne. McIntyre in the lane for South, puts it up, no good, in and out. Very makeable shot, but just went right in and out. And here come the Broncos. Hodgson, long pass down the floor to Hadara Ochim. Over to her sister, I imagine, Eliana Ochim. Hadara with it inside. Layup, Rugrock, no, in and out. She gets her own rebound. Rugrock for three, yes! And Alvirne up 7-2. The press seems to be bothering South a little bit as they hurry into the office, but they got a good look. McIntyre had a good look earlier. Top of the key now. Covert, Catherine Covert. She plays volleyball. Jordan Rio, shot no good. Rebound comes down again to the Broncos. Alvirne likes the up-tempo. Eliana Oching to her sister, Hadara. Hadara with it. Back out to Rugrock, a senior, 6 foot. Long cross-court pass. There's a dangerous shot off the front rim, no good, out of bounds. It'll be Panther ball. 7-2 here, 4:45 left to play in the first period. Division I high school girls basketball. I'm Tom King. John Collins will be along soon. Tim O'Neill on camera. Pete Johnson, our executive producer. A lot of basketball and hockey awaiting you this winter. A long pass down the floor and a layup no good. Attempted by Covert, in and out. Now South tries a little bit of pressure, but the Broncos escape it. Nice give and go, and a shot no good. Rebound South. Great give and go. Rugrock to Hodgson, but you couldn't hit. Now they go inside to Covert. Now back outside. And in the lane is Martin. She misses. In and out. South getting some good looks. Here's we're halfway through the first period. Layup, no. And a whistle, and let's see what the call is. It's the first whistle of the game. It'll be a blow to the head. Slap on the head, it'll be South ball, and the Broncos will put the pressure on as they double team, triple team the ball, but they get it to the open person. Nice bounce pass, in and out. The Panthers just can't buy a layup. Setting up perfectly Jordan Rio with a nice bounce pass. With Covert in and out. The score remains 7-2. Nice inbound the ball, and another missed layup. McIntyre misses it. Jump ball, the arrow's pointing down towards the Broncos, and that's where it'll go. It'll be Alvirne ball. Wow. An easy layup for Kirsten McIntyre, and she's missed 2 or 3 of those. And that's what happens. It just happens sometimes in basketball. Adara with it. Adara Ochin. Back out to Sarah Rugrock. Over down to Ella Davis. We haven't called her name yet. And now driving is Rugrock. Left-handed layup is good, and it's a 9-2 Bronco lead. And finally, John Bourgeois says enough. Timeout. Of course, Division I basketball right now is being ruled by Bishop Girton. They are undefeated in Division I. They could go all that way in D1, but they will lose probably a couple out-of-state games. They've got a tough out-of-state schedule. They're going to play Mercy of Connecticut a week from Saturday. We may have that game for you here on Nashua ETV, and they also play Pinkerton. They have a big week a week from now. Memorial, Pinkerton, and Mercy all lined up. And that is a tough stretch for the Cardinals. Nashua North still seeking their first win, but I'll tell you what, the sleeper team right now in D1, Merrimack High School, 5-0 on the year. They have gotten off to a great start. They pulverized South in the finals of Chick-fil-A, gotten off to like a 38-9 lead because of their pressure. They're tenacious, and that's what Alvirne's trying to do right now, and they get called for the foul. 3:14 left to play first period, 9-2 the score. And Alvirne backs off a little bit. Jordan Rio with it, and a whistle and a travel. Chris Cheatham cheering on his players. He loves this up-tempo strategy. And the pressure that Alvirne's putting on the Panthers. Ochin with it. To the other Ochin. To the other Ochin. Drives the lane against the double team. No, but it is a foul. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. It is all Alvirne here at the Belanger. 9-2, the Broncos lead it. Start of basketball games, so important sometimes. So are free throws, and Ochin rushed that one and missed it. And that one gets the roll, and it's a 10-2 game. 1 out of 2 for Hadara Ochin. Rio brings it up. Martin, cross court, long jumper by Murray, no good. Martin with the rebound, puts up a one-hander, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line. 2:41 to play here. First period, 10-2 to score. Alvirne leads it. The line for the Panthers, Juliana Martin. Nails the first one. She'll shoot one more. Alvirne has 3 team fouls, which you would expect with their pressure. Nashua South right now has 1. Got 2:41 left to play, first period. Martin at the line, bends the knees. No, off the back rib. Rebound by Oching to her sister Elena, and now up the floor they go. Alvirne with the tempo. Now they back off. Inside to Rugrock. She's guarded by McIntyre. Back outside to Oching. Trying to swing it along the top of the arc. Long three-pointer, it's good! Wow, Jordan. Paige McKinley for Alvirne. And it's a 13-3 Bronco advantage. Rugrock with it. Handles the ball well for a 6-footer. Rugrock again. Inside, Oching goes up against the defender, no good. That was into the game. Eruka Obanello providing the pressure inside. Obanello gets the layup. No, another missed layup for the Panthers. They've had great looks at the basket and just have not been able to hit. They have not had a field goal in, I would estimate, 5 minutes. 13-3, the Broncos lead, and shot no good, out of bounds. It'll be Nashua South ball. Reinforcements have come in for South. Bailey Morin off the bench. Obanello off the bench. As John Bourgeois tries to get a fresh look against this Alvirne press. Murray in the corner. Morin layup, no. A little bit too much on it. And the Broncos get the rebound. Oching drives the lane against Obanello. Reverse layup is good. And another timeout. This one, I believe, is taken by Alvirne. 15-3. My, oh my, oh my. The Broncos making a statement. They weren't happy. I believe it was against Manchester Central. On Friday night, they got lit up after starting the year out pretty well. Chris Cheatham said, overconfident Broncos. He was not very happy. But boy, I'll tell you, I bet practice was pretty intense the last few days, and boom, look at the result. Panthers take it out underneath their own basket, trailing by 12 early. 58.1 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Murray, double team there, gets it over to Juliana Martin. Now to Morin, now to McIntyre, back out to Martin. Martin to Murray, to Morin, same spot before, no good, but a foul. And with 40.2 seconds left, Bailey Morin will go to the line. And misses the first. She'll get one more. No good. And the Panthers back on their heels. Alvirne, will they play for the last shot? Doesn't look like it. Oching tries the layup, no. If I were the Broncos, 12-point lead, play for the last shot, but they decided not to, but now the Panthers will get that opportunity with 13 seconds to play. But they're down by 12, so they really need the points. Morin on that side gets a loose ball as everybody's hitting the floor. No travel call as she slid, but the shot is no good by Juliana Martin. And we have played a quarter here at the Belanger Gym. The score, it is Alvirne 15, Nashua South 3. Amazing. The jump start by the Broncos. Nashua South is going to have to do it probably on the defensive end, but you can't fault their offense in terms of where their shot selection is, Tim O'Neill. They've gotten some really good shots. They've been layups all the time. They haven't taken many outside shots, but they are just not falling. So I don't know what John Bourgeois is going to try to do. What Bourgeois will probably try to do is stress the defense and see if that turns into even easier shots for his offense. Obanello on the floor along with Martin, Rio, and Covert and Morin. Ochin for Alvirne. The Broncos get another big person off the bench, Kaliana Sekaroli, number 20. Morin, number 21. Over to Martin. She's guarded by that tenacious guard, Grace Hodgson. And Hodgson crosses the steal, and she's got the ball now, but she palms it. Turns it over. 7:29 to play in the first half. It's a 15-3 Broncos lead. Obanello drives the lane. Oh, doesn't do the reverse layup, but gets it over to Martin, who's open. And finally, the Panthers break the streak, the scoreless streak of nearly 6 minutes, as now it is 15-5. Now Alvirne's just trying to get into their offense. Shot in and out, and a rebound Obanello. That's why she's out there. Falls to the ground, and now the pass over to Juliana Martin. And here comes Martin. John Collins, you've missed an all Alvirne first quarter, 15-3 after the first period.
Shows on the scoreboard.
It sure does. And a tie-up as the Broncos try to get some bigger bodies in there, and it seems to work as they get the benefit of the jump ball, and they'll have the ball. John Collins take it away, 15-3 game. Nashua South has had so many layups. They've missed almost all of them. It's incredible.
You got to get that straightened away.
Exactly.
Thank you, Tom. 6:20 to go in the first half. A shot from distance by the Broncos doesn't go, and South has a chance for a stop and a score as they bring the ball down the court inside, and the lay off the glass, that doesn't go. Just like Tom was talking about, the ball cannot find the bottom of the basket for the Panthers. And we have out of bounds off of the Broncos. Underneath, and a great opportunity. Just wouldn't go for Iruka Obanello. Iruka gets another chance, and this one falls. And there's a cheer for the basket and also a cheer for relief mixed in as the Panthers finally get a ball to fall in. 15-7. And a chance for an and one. We still good, Tim? I know we had a little bit of a fall. Okay, great. Still on the air, folks. Good work on the offensive rebound. So Iruka missed the free throw for the and one. And the good news is that Catherine Covert snagged the offensive board on the missed free throw, and she has a chance for 2 more. So that's one instance where a missed free throw could actually lead to 2 more points, depending on how Catherine does here. This will be a live rebound on the 1-and-1. It's off the rim and in. So she got a 3-point play. The one that Iruka almost got. Catherine gets it. So it is a 5-point trip down the floor for the Panthers and some instant offense. I'll take credit for that, late arriving, but they'll take it. It's only a 5-point game now. So it was 15-5, now 15-10 after one trip down the floor by the Panthers. A near 3-point play by Aruka Obanello. And then Catherine Colbert with really the play of the game on that offensive rebound. The missed free throw to create a 3-point play of her own. So quite the swing for the Purple Panthers. John Bourgeois, the head coach of the Panthers, talking some strategy. His assistants are Cheeky McIntyre, Ray DeRusha, and Harley Cleary. Alvirne's coached by Chris Cheatham with assistant David Bressler. As the Broncos bring the ball down the court, looking for an open teammate is Eliana Oching gets it back, number 11, holding the ball high over her head, looking for a cutter. She dribbles to her left now and gives it up top. Ella Davis, the point guard, gets it back, swings it back to the right side. Hadara Oching. A couple of sisters on the court right now. A sister trying to pass to sister, and Aruka Obanello got in the passing lane. A clean steal for the Panthers power forward, and a good turn of events here in the last few sequences for the Panthers. Interrupted though by the steal by Kaliana Sekarali, and the missed lay-in attempt for the Broncos. What an opportunity they had there to extend the lead. Instead, could be a one-score lead. That's going to be a travel. Both feet skidding in the paint underneath for Aruka. She wasn't able to establish a pivot foot. So that's an easy call for the official. Two officials working this game as the Broncos will inbound it underneath. Madison Secchioli. Number 5. Stolen by the Panthers. Layup drill. Juliana Martin on the feed from Catherine Colbert, and it's a one-score game, 15-12. The Broncos beating the full court press. The drive one-on-one, and we have an offensive foul. I think that was a good call. Aruka Obanello had established position. She had just about put down the deed to a house. She was there for so long, and the Bronco forward running into her, committing the offensive foul. I believe that was Ella Davis, number 23, or it could have been Kaliana Secchioli, number 20. Long shot in and out. That would have been big if it went. Might have been a tie game. This will tie it up. Long on the shot, though, over everything for Jordan Ryu. Jordan trying for a dramatic moment there. That would have been 15 all with just over 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Instead, still a 3-point lead for the Broncos here at Nashua High South on a Tuesday, January 14 of 2020. It's the race to 20 right now. Who will get there first in a 15-12 contest? The Broncos coach is mystified. Palms upraised and arms outstretched. Chris Cheatham said, "How was that off of us?" And I think they just reversed the call. So the officials get it right without any need for screaming and yelling and technical. The officials reverse who it was out of bounds off of, and the Broncos have possession. Chance to add to their 3-point lead. There's a three-pointer, was right on line. Working hard for the rebound, but stepping out of bounds was Hadara Oching. The shot taken by Paige McKinley, a freshman guard for the Broncos, seemed to be right on line. But Paige's shot just found back rim and bounced away. Good hard work by the Broncos on the rebound, but they couldn't stay in bounds. There's a travel. Dragging the pivot foot was Kristen McIntyre. Kirsten knows better than that, but just couldn't get her feet under control, and it's another turnover. So we've been in a kind of a mid-teens quagmire here for a while. It was 15-10 on a 5-point trip down the floor for the Panthers. Now the Broncos trying to get their first points in a while since They were up 15-5, and they draw a foul. Driving through the paint was Hadara Oching. She is a sophomore at 5'11". Pair of sisters on this team. Hadara Oching, who's at the line right now, and Ileana, her older sister by 2 years. Ileana, number 11, is a senior. And Hadara, who just missed the first of 2 free throws, is a sophomore. Checking back into the game is Aruka Obanello as Catherine Covert takes a breather with 3:37 to go. Both free throws are missed by Hadara Oching, the sophomore. She'll have to work on that skill. Underneath, Kirsten McIntyre, boxed out of shooting range. She finds an open teammate in the corner, and it's a switcheroo tie game, 15-15. What a shot from distance by Ariana Murray. Ariana ties it up at 15 all with a beautiful high-arcing three-point shot. Broncos come down, get good penetration, but miss. And now the Panthers actually have a chance to take the lead after a very rough start. That one is over the basket by Jordan Rio. She has yet to find her touch. Kirsten McIntyre, spin move, and it's a travel. I don't know how you can call a travel on that, and the fans don't either. It was a dribble and a couple steps on a spin, and she shot it. It really looked like a routine basketball play, and yet it was called a travel. That was a mystifying travel call right there. Broncos driving toward the baseline, and a floater is good. Nice touch by Grace Hodgson. The senior guard for the Broncos gives Alvirne the lead back at 17-15. 2:30 to go. Thinking about the shot was Juliana Martin. She passes it underneath. Kirsten McIntyre. Wow, making great use of her 6 feet height as she soars up and over the defender for a nice floater of her own. We're tied again at 17. There's a shot, and now both teams seem to have the hot hand as Ileana Oching, the senior sister, sinks that one. Also, they have the Secchiaroli sisters on Alvirne. Kaliana, who is a junior, and her sister. Oh, excuse me, there's only one Secchiaroli. I misspoke. Thought I read it in 2 different places. Oh, Madison Secchiaroli. She is on the JV team. There it is. So there are Secchiaroli sisters. I'm not crazy. Losing the handle, and it's a gift to Grace Hodgson. Going one-on-one, almost threw it away, but collecting the pass was Ileana Oching, out of bounds off of the Panthers. It was a kind of a poke check there by Aruka Obanello to knock it out of bounds, so Alvirne retains possession. Up by 2, 19-17. The visitors from Hudson lead it, and a clean steal by Catherine Covert. Heads-up play, great hand-eye coordination in traffic. So the Panthers with another chance to tie it up, and we got a foul called. Thought he was going to call traveling again, but fortunately for the Panthers, it is a foul called against the defenders. Only 2 team fouls for the Panthers, 8 fouls for the Broncos, so every foul will result in foul shots for the next 128. Around the rim and in, that would have been a live rebound, but able to sink it was Juliana Martin, so it is a 1-point game. She can tie it up right here with 1:28 remaining in the half. And she can't get it. Aruka working it, and Aruka Obanello, terrific rebound. Another chance for Nashua, and they could take the lead. The South Panthers could go up, and instead they throw it away. They throw the opportunity away. 1:17 to go, 19-18 the score. Alvirne is up by 1. They could get on the seesaw here. If the Panthers score next, they'd go up by 1, but Alvirne wants a 3-point or 4-point lead back. Broncos working it now as we get down to exactly 1 minute left in the first half. Broncos content to look for a quality shot, up by 1. Inside baseline, running out of room was the Broncos' number 34, Lila Davis, and forcing the jump ball was Ariana Murray. Tight defense, the possession arrow favors the Panthers. So with 45 seconds left in the first half, they have a chance to take the lead for the first time if they can hit a shot here, trailing 19-18. Only one player pressuring the ball, and that's Grace Hodgkin for Alvirne. There's an opening in the corner. Catherine Colbert with the quick pass. The shot off to the right by Juliana Martin. And another opportunity for the Panthers to take the lead. 22 seconds left to go. Grace Hodgkin gives it up. Into the corner it goes. Alvirne now could take the last shot. 15 seconds left to go in the first half. Alvirne trying to take the lead into the locker room, putting it on the floor a few times in traffic. In and out, 5 seconds left, and another miss. 3 bites at the apple for the Broncos before the foul is committed. It's going to be a shooting foul to the line. Only 3rd team foul for the Panthers in this entire half, and it's about to end in 2 seconds. So shooting free throws for Alvirne is Dara Oching. She hits the first. 2-point lead. So Alvirne does get to the 20-point plateau here in the first half. And a chance to make it a 3-point lead. Of course, the Panthers will have 2 seconds to try to get a shot off. And they will try to throw a home run ball here down court. It actually goes out of bounds, so the full 2 seconds go to the Broncos, and Alvirne gets to inbound it at half court. So that's the one mistake you didn't want to make, which is throwing it out of bounds. Full 2 seconds. We saw that in a game earlier in this high school season, where a team inbounded it, went right out of bounds, so the other team preserved the time, and it led to a 3-point basket actually for Bedford. We saw Bedford's girls use a 2-second advantage on a throwaway to hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer. An amazing turn of events in that game against North. So the Broncos with a chance here with a catch and shoot. And instead it's intercepted, and Kirsten McIntyre couldn't get the shot away. She's actually looking for a backcourt foul on the wrist. And I think Coach Bourgeois saw that. He wants to know why it wasn't called. So we're at halftime. 21-18. The Panthers started to find their scoring touch midway through the second quarter, about the time that I think I arrived on the scene. And Tom was telling me about the missed opportunities. They finally had a 5-point trip down the floor.
Yeah, you have that effect, don't you? But I think the key was Alvirne had Grace Hodgkin out of the game, number 3. She makes them go offensively. She was out of the game. When she came back in, the tide turned because they went scoreless for about 5:33 in the second quarter, and then she comes in, boom, 21-18 Alvirne.
Yeah.
Should be a great second half. Stay tuned for the second half, everybody. I'm Tom King. That's John Collins. We'll be back with half number 2 right after this.
It's easy to look from above at the magnitude of the process and think that one missed individual questionnaire won't make a difference. Yet when we take a closer look at the purpose of the census, we see that responses are used to decide how many seats each state gets in the U.S. House of Representatives, where and how money is spent throughout the land, and how state officials use the results to redraw the boundaries of their congressional and state legislative district. Responding to the 2020 census means your state gets fair representation in federal government. It means your community has access to money for important investments, like a new park, improvements to schools and hospitals, public transportation, and so much more. Although the task of knowing how our population is dispersed in the United States is daunting, it comes down to you to do your part in being counted. Each and every person is important when advocating for representation and for funding. Nashua is counting on you.
Welcome back to Nashua High South, everybody. John Collins, Tom King. We're at halftime. We're at Alvirne leads 21-18.
Sarah Rugrock leaves the Broncos with 7 points. Juliana Martin with 6 for Nashua South. Keep an eye, though, for Alvirne. Sikla Rowley has 3 fouls. She's the only one in foul trouble right now for the Broncos. Nashua South has no one with multiple fouls.
First shot of the second half is taken by the Broncos, Grace Hodgson, but she floats it over the cylinder. And now Nashua has a chance to get back and maybe tie or better here.
Now they've been going inside most of the night to Kirsten McIntyre, and that time she makes the layup.
What a great feed, Catherine Colbert to Kirsten McIntyre. Well done. 1 point game, wide open. And the ball rolls off the rim. Catherine Colbert rips down the rebound, and somehow they call a jump ball in what was probably a foul. I mean, Catherine Colbert had decided possession on that.
It's been a strange game that way. You really, I mean, it's kamikaze basketball at some point during this game in terms of everybody going to the ball. Look at that, double team on the ball right away, causes the bad pass. That's what Alvirne's done.
Catherine Colbert appeared to be anticipating Kirsten McIntyre taking another maybe more aggressive step toward the basket, and then that pass would have been right on, but Kirsten kind of stopped moving without the ball and created the errant pass and turnover. So it's a 1 point game. Alvirne's up by 1. I do not believe South has led in this game. They've had many opportunities to go ahead, as the Broncos do some passing around the perimeter. Grace Hodgson feeds it into the corner. Paige McKinley driving baseline, ran out of room though, and Catherine Colbert with the rebound. And I don't think it ever touched the rim. It was more like a steal in midair of an errant shot. Probably does get scored as a rebound though. Tenacious defense by Paige McKinley on Juliana Martin, and it pays off for Paige McKinley as she collides with Juliana Martin. Paige McKinley is just gnawing on that mouthpiece, not really in. She's just kind of got it along for the ride. Twisting scoop shot off the glass and no good. A+ for creativity there by Ileana Ocheng, but she doesn't get it to go. She does go to the line. First foul for either team in this second half. These two teams seem to be well matched, as reflected on the scoreboard, with Alvirne up by 1, 21-20. Opportunity to go up by 2 for Ileana Ocheng. She shoots her second of 2 free throws. Everybody's got that unique style of preparation to launch, and unfortunately for Ileana that time, she missed both. Here come the Panthers with a chance again to take the lead if they can hit a shot here, just down by 1. Jordan Rio hands it off, gets it back. Jordan Rio, Catherine Colbert flings it to the left. Ariana Murray, baseline, off the glass and in. AM in the PM. Ariana Murray with a brilliant move, slicing through the defense off the glass and in, and that is the first lead of the game for the South Panthers, coming with 5.5 minutes to go, third quarter. A lot of basketball left to be played. Foul on the floor before the shot, according to the official underneath the basket. He got a hit on the arm. Second team foul on the Broncos. It is a on the Panthers. It is a non-shooting foul before the shot. Alvirne will inbound it. Looking for an opening, and we have a violation. Time lapsed, and they didn't get the ball in, and so it is a turnover by the Broncos. Good defense by the Panthers, and they throw away the opportunity again to take the lead. Down by just 1, they do not get a shot away. The long cross-court pass, and no connection. Pushing the pace now, Grace Hodgson to the left. She hands it off to Sarah Rugrock, who is driving in the paint. Sarah Rugrock spinning, scoop shot, basket. Sarah Rugrock, very nice work in the war zone underneath. 2-point lead for the Broncos. I misspoke before. I thought that Alvirne had the 1-point lead. It was South that had taken their first lead of the game on the Ariana Murray basket, and Alvirne seizes the lead back, 23-22. Now it is a chance for Panthers to tie it up again as Catherine Covert shoots the first of two, and it rattles in. Looked like she was at the arcade with those narrow rims where the ball bounces around forever before it falls through. Just the right spin that time. South can take the lead back here by 1, and they do. That one the much more conventional swish variety of a free throw make by Catherine Covert. South's up by 1, 24-23. Almost a no-look pass there by Paige McKinley to Sarah Rugrock. Gets back up top. Lila Davis, number 34, hands it off to Paige McKinley. Top of the key. Open three for Grace Hodgson, doesn't go. Rebound. Fought for loose ball. Alvirne gets it. Thinking about the shot was Paige McKinley. They feed it inside. Lila Davis kicks it back outside. Driving paint. Scoop floater doesn't go. And Eruka Ubanello gets fouled. Offensive foul in the backcourt as Hadara Oching, number 25 for the Broncos, tried to steal the ball back and caught a wrist. 4:28 to go, third quarter. A tight game here. 1-point lead for South, 24-23. And it's stripped. Steal by Paige McKinley. Feeds it ahead to Grace Hodgson. She misses the layup though. She heard footsteps, I think, and it threw her offline. And another backcourt foul committed by Hadara Oching. She's got to watch it. She's got 2 of those in quick succession. 25 of the Broncos.
Oh, they're an aggressive team defensively. They're very aggressive, as you can see. But they need to be able to create some shots, and they haven't been able to do that in the second half. Look at the double team. There's the aggressive defense, and it causes a jump ball. It's going to be Alvirne's ball. That's a turnover.
Yeah, that's 2 turnovers in a row. They have really jumped all over Jordan Rio when she's gotten the ball there on the far side. And nobody was really helping her out in her defense. But
now, Nashua South has not handled the pressure well. That's really been their weak point, I think, most of the season, I would imagine.
And that equals less chances to shoot, less points when the point guards are turning the ball over early.
And there's Sarah Rugrock. She's one of their best players, and she gets the inside position.
Sarah Rugrock making like Kevin McHale on that play.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Excellent moves underneath. And it is a 25-24 lead. We're on the seesaw now. Yep. Visitors ahead by 1. The save, but it ends up in South's hands. Juliana Martin gets it back. She's wide open. She passes up the shot. Underneath, Catherine Covert puts it up, and no good. She had a little bit of pressure in front of her, but I think she lost sight of the basket. Backcourt foul against the Panthers. A reach around by Juliana Martin.
Not needed. Not needed. You know, that's the that's the problem. You see that with South. They try to recover and make up for some of their mistakes right away. They need to just settle in and put pressure on Alvirne in the half court and then see what happens.
Grace Hodgson passes it to Sarah Rugrock. Rugrock well away from the basket.
Yeah, they need to be able to cover her. I think Covert's the one to be able to do it. They're almost identical in terms of size and strength.
Hodgson holding it on her hip, driving to the right. A floater nearly knocked away by Catherine Covert.
Oh, look at this. Rugrock
driving, double teamed, and it's good defense by the South Panthers.
Yeah, you know what happened is Obanello slid over. That was a big help. Obanello is a defensive monster. She really plays well defensively, as you can see right there with the turnover.
Terrific work by Eruka. First stopping the Sarah Rugrock drive and then stealing it back for her team.
If South can get the outside game going, but they don't need it right there. Because their inside game, that's the typical play in this game. They have missed at least 12 layups in this.
That was
ball
a
game.
gimme, Tom, and they miss it.
Yep.
And they could have taken the lead again. Instead, Alvirne has a chance to go up by 3. Scramble on the floor. I think a good non-call there. Ruka Obanello, another rebound. And here come the Panthers. Number 14, Ariana Murray, long cross-court pass to 3.
Yep.
Is good.
That's their bread and
Juliana
butter.
Martin.
That's where they're better at. They're better with their outside game, and now they have a 27-25 lead.
2 points, biggest lead of the game, though, for the Panthers. 1:40 remaining third quarter, open 3. She passes it up, drives, and travels.
She traveled. So they don't know. They're going to call foul on the floor.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's a turnover.
Is it?
Yeah, evidently.
I guess it is.
Don't know what that call was,
Must
John.
have been a foul away from the ball.
Must have been.
I saw 15
Must
was
have
the
been
indication.
must have been a push.
Yeah. I mean, it was 5. But anyway, it's South ball with a chance to add to their 2-point lead.
It's incredible that they're up 2 in this game because they just haven't played all that well until they got some spark in the second quarter when Obanello came into the game.
It's Bailey Morin in the game for the Panthers, number 21. Ella Karavanik is in the game also, number 32. Handling the ball now, Juliana Martin to Aruka Obanello. Aruka looking for an open teammate.
Right.
All kinds
She's got to
of
give up the
defense.
ball right away. She can't. You don't want her dribbling too much. She's a power forward. You don't want her putting the ball on the floor.
Karavanik.
Nice pick by Obanello. Look at that. And a give and go. The pick and roll works. The pick and roll, a classic case. And now Obanello will go to the line.
Too bad Aruka couldn't convert that layup, but she'll get 2 free throws.
John, they don't make layups. They don't make layups.
Yeah, you got to learn. You're right.
It's the worst possible shot for them in this game tonight.
It's like watching people take 3-pointers as far as the percentage. It might be worse than some people's
It's
three-point
unbelievable. I've
percentage.
never seen anything like it. But tonight, that just seems to be the case.
Aruka, meanwhile, hits her first free throw, so she has a chance to give South their biggest lead at 4.
Yeah, a little bit too much English on that ball.
Good rebound by Sarah Rugrock. With Ella Karavanik lurking. Drive by Grace Hodgson draws the foul.
Yep. Hodgson makes things happen one way or the other. She's a tough player. And you can tell she's made things happen. She's injured her knee, so she's got that brace on.
Yeah, she's all in,
Yeah.
obviously.
No doubt
I'm
about
guessing she did it while playing basketball. What do you think?
Could have been soccer. There's a steal by Morin.
And Bailey Morin, good hands.
She probably should have brought all the way down the floor.
Yeah.
Martin's got to hurry. She's got to get over that line. There she goes. The count had already started.
Juliana Martin off the pick by Rucanello, looking for
gotta
the
be
turn
careful.
pass again.
Don't want to slide that foot. Almost.
And
that's
Sarah
just
Rugrock jump ball favors the Panthers.
Yeah,
this
see,
time.
I want to put the ball in the hands of my guards on the outer part of the floor and let those forwards settle down inside.
Yeah, because Alvirne's very alert to anybody that doesn't have
Yeah,
ball
now
handling
you got
skill.
see you got Murray on the floor. She can handle the ball pretty well.
Alvirne's like sharks in the water when they see somebody that isn't confident ball handling.
Very tenacious team, and they got a lot of players back from last year's team that won 4 games.
Jordan Rio
Now McIntyre, she can't get the dribble.
had an open look, Ariana Murray did. 7 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Put it up,
Turn
maybe a
around,
foul.
and it's no good. That's it.
Oh,
For the
that
third
shot
quarter.
would have gone, John.
Think so?
Murray had a good rebound. That shot would have gone, I bet. I'm not sure. The referee made that signal, so maybe not.
28-25, so a good third quarter for the Broncos. I mean, the Panthers.
Yeah, it should be a spectacular third quarter tonight.
Yeah. So
Boy, this game is
28-25, we go down to the fourth, and it's still anybody's basketball game.
And we don't know if it's anybody's season in Division I, but these two teams pretty evenly matched. I mean, the way this game started, Alvirne jumps out to a 15-3 lead. South went almost 6 minutes without a field goal, and yet they're up 28-25. If you're Alvirne, you got away from your offense. Your offense was getting it to Rugrock and also just trying to work the ball around the edges. And they seem to have gotten away from that because South's played a little bit better defensively and they've woken up a little bit. And now it's anybody's game.
So we go and put a fresh 8 minutes up on the scoreboard.
In the last 8 minutes, this is it.
Yep.
So, you know, it's
to decide the game.
It's going to be very interesting. And John, the team fouls are even at 4. This could become a free throw shooting contest down the stretch because they each only have 2 more fouls to give.
Now, do these teams meet in the tournament?
No, they could.
The holiday tournament?
Oh, I don't know about that, John. I was too busy.
I was with you.
I was too
at the
busy.
hockey game.
Yeah, we were too busy freezing.
Exactly.
See, there's another missed shot inside by Alvirne. I think they need to open things up on the outside, just like South did offensively. Obanello gets a good pick, but they get an open look, and there it is, another three.
Jordan Ryu buries it. Jordan had a few pretty bad misses, air balls. That was a swisheroo. And the put-in attempt underneath doesn't go. Frustration for the Broncos, down by 6. As the Panthers open up the fourth quarter with a bang. Jordan Ryu is open again.
John, let's put things. Here's McIntyre inside. No.
Good block by Sarah Roadblock.
And then McIntyre commits the foul going back. But so let's put things in perspective. Okay, 15-3 start. Since then, South has outscored them 28-10.
There you go.
And it's 31-25.
Story of the game.
Exactly.
Yeah. Got here as fast as they could.
They started early for it. They started early to put the pressure on.
Yeah. And then it was a big turnaround there.
I walked in here around 6:15, I think it was. And there was
5 minutes later.
There was a minute 3 left on the clock for warm-ups.
Wow. Good thing you got here early.
No kidding.
Yeah. So 7:07 remaining in this one, and a 6-point lead for the Panthers here at Nashua High South.
Alvirne needs a player to take the game over for them offensively.
You were mentioning that should be Paige McKinley, maybe?
I think Rugrock. I think Rugrock.
Yeah. She's only a sophomore.
Hodgson is out of the game.
Hodgson's out of the game. Well, Hodgson is a take charge player.
Yeah, she is.
Handling the ball, but
they need a score. And Rugrock led them with. She's got 9 points in this game right now, but you know she had 5 early on, so they've really done a good job of clamping down on it. But this is a tale of 2.5 quarters, really.
Alvirne looking for a quality shot, try to make this a 1 or 2 score game again.
Yeah, see, they're passing up open shots, and that's the result. Passing up the open shot on the outside and causing the turnover, an unforced turnover.
So the throwaway by the Broncos, just under 7 minutes to go in the game, and the Panthers with a chance to expand on their biggest lead of the game.
Chris Cheatham needs somebody. I mean, I think he needs his point guard out there, and I think he needs Rugrock out there. Nice block. See, Rugrock can do it on both ends of the floor with that nice block defensively, and here she goes. She should just put it up.
Mismatch height-wise right there.
Yep.
Rugrock was able to slap away the attempted shot by Jordan Ryu.
McIntyre did a good job to get over defensively on Rugrock, so she couldn't take that immediate jumper.
Abigail Dubois is number 4
See,
for
look,
the Broncos.
Rugrock's way out of the play. And a nice move
underneath.
inside. Yeah, Oching. They have to have the post-up game or get it to the outside. And Rugrock was way out of the play. So Oching.
Hadara Oching.
Yep.
One of the 2 Oching sisters, the sophomore, with a nice turnaround move to make it a 4-point game. Aruka Obanello with the catch and shoot attempt, and again, Sarah Rugrock with a nice block. And not only that, but she blocked it off of Aruka and went out of bounds. Bronco ball. So the player that Tom said needed to step up, Sarah Rugrock, certainly making some nice plays.
And she's doing it on the defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can get her on the offensive end.
Top of the key. Sarah Rugrock with it. Might have been thinking about a shot, but Ariana Murray was right with her.
Yeah, Murray's about the same in size.
Coaching. Hadara driving. Runs out of room, though. Good defense.
Obanello's tough defensively. Now, what should have happened right there is they had to take the ball outside. Too crowded inside, bring it out. And a 3-second call.
3-second violation against the Broncos.
You rarely see that called these days. That used to be called all the time back in the old days.
Yep.
5:25 to go here in the game. 4-point South lead.
Jordan Rio off the pick. Aruka Obanello holding it over her head, looking for an open teammate, cutting through. That's something that Catherine Covert does well, but she's taking a rest for a breather right now. Rio goes to her left. Obanello with it again. Lobs it far side. Open two.
Murray.
Off the rim. Obanello, great rebound.
Boy.
Perfectly positioned.
Yeah, just see, there's no shot clock. They
Yep.
can take their time.
Second bite of the apple in this possession for the Panthers. Kirsten McIntyre gives it up. Driving, Ariana Murray gets it outside.
got
Rio
that
open
open
three. Off the glass and in.
Wow.
Jordan Rio with a big shot there to give the Panthers their biggest lead at 34-27. Up by 7 points. Sarah Rugrock driving back to the basket. Alvirne trying to get a quality shot here, trailing by 7.
Now they need to look outside now and maybe see if they can get a three-point game going. And there's up. They pass it up.
Off the glass, no good by Ileana Oching.
Yeah, Ileana had the three-pointer, and then she didn't feel confident with it and dribbled inside the arc and then put it up.
Alvirne gets it back out of bounds off the Panthers.
Covert in and Morin in, Murray and Obanello out. Let's see if Alvirne takes advantage of the fact that Obanello's not there and maybe get some inside play. Let's see if they try that.
And
If I'm them, that's what I do. I try to post up Rugrock. I try to post up Oching.
yeah, they got to make a move now with
With
Obanello.
Obanello out, because
game.
she's their defensive spark plug.
Yep, instead of turnover, and the Panthers have a chance to add to their 7-point lead with 4 minutes and 14
Yeah,
seconds
and Chris
remaining.
Cheatham's going to call time. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. 4:14 to play. The thing is Alvirne doesn't have the offense all of a sudden to play catch-up if this lead expands. They don't have
right.
the time
It
either.
doesn't appear that
No.
at all. The run that Nashua went on since the first quarter continues here. They
Boy,
were-
does it, yeah.
yeah,
It's
did
and-
the math earlier, but it was 15-3, and now it's 34-27.
right, and really, I mean, it just seemed to me that their offense really started. They decided
That's 31-12.
we can't force it inside. We need to open things up with the perimeter. And Jordan Rio has been a big factor in that. I think she's got 3 threes in this game.
Yeah. That last one was a killer for Alvirne. As tough as it has been in the past few minutes to score, they see South sinking a 3-pointer.
Exactly. You know, and that's a big issue. You know, if they can't defend the 3,
Yeah.
they're going to be in trouble.
Alvirne needs to find some scoring punch. But first of all, South has the ball, and it looks like Alvirne's going to put on the full court press here, trying to get it back. And a turnover. Went out of bounds actually off of an Alvirne player.
Yeah, lucky McIntyre caught the ball, but there was no room for her.
Yeah.
Not a good option on the press. Try to give your recipient some room once she catches the ball. Alvirne backs away, John. You notice this?
Yeah,
They
I don't know why
backed
they
away.
changed
I
the
don't know
strategy.
why they did that.
They almost had a turnover from
They
it.
might not want to send him to the line. I'm not sure.
16 fouls against the
Jordan
Panthers.
Rio is really. She did not start this game. She's really rescued them. Look at.
Scoop shot doesn't go.
Yeah.
Out of bounds. That I don't
She
know
wanted
how
a
you
foul,
call
but
that off Alvirne.
she wanted a foul, but I wouldn't have called a foul on that play either.
I don't think that was off of Alvirne at all. But we have no replay here in high school basketball. And the Panthers will take it. They'll inbound it underneath the opposing basket, looking for a
McIntyre.
9-point lead. Covert got fouled on the way to the hoop.
Give and go, but another layup missed. But see, I worry about McIntyre because she had the ball in perfect position to take a turnaround shot and passed it up because she hasn't hit on the
Right.
floor.
Catherine Covert.
But she was smart enough to find Covert on the wing coming down. But see, if I'm Alvirne, I want to put this team at the foul line.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
both teams, they're out of fouls now. The next foul, they go to the line 1-on-1.
Embrace the foul shots.
Yeah, and that's going to slow things down as we wrap this up.
Catherine Covert, member of that dream team, the Nashua High South state champion volleyball
Yes,
team.
and Kara
Ran
Kelleher.
the table.
Kara Kelleher yesterday named Gatorade Player of the Year.
Awesome. Kara Kelleher. I rewatched the ending of that, and Kara Kelleher's last kill, that last spike, it was so spectacular.
Wasn't it? It was a
Yeah.
way to put the accent on the season.
I mean, it was like a 500-foot home run in baseball. She went up as high as she possibly could go.
And
She hit the
boom.
ball as hard as she possibly could, and it was in perfect
That's
spot.
what an
on the
opposing
plate.
coach said. She said, you look at her, she's only 5'4", 5'5", but don't be deceived. You know, she'd
Yeah.
probably make a good basketball player.
I know it. Kara Kelleher, congratulations to you, Gatorade player.
Broncos have to go for the shots right away. They're down 8.
Oh, wow, it
Ocean,
is.
They are letting them
no
play.
woman's land under there.
No, they
man.
are
That is-
letting them play.
There's a long shot, in and
out.
out. Alvirne needed that one. Kevin Colbert has it stripped away from her. You said it, Tom. They are letting them play.
They are letting them play out there.
There's another missed 3 and a foul finally called underneath the basket. Somebody must have drawn blood. That's all I can think when that whistle blew. They finally called a foul. Must have been a hockey fight that broke out because they were clashing underneath. I suppose if you slowed that down and rewatched that last sequence, you probably could have called about 23 fouls in that
Maybe.
melee underneath.
But this is where the Panthers ice the game if they can do it.
Yeah.
Down the stretch. Because Alvin's going to keep sending them to the line now. There's a timeout.
Now they're going to ice the kicker, I think. Is this an Alvirne
Yeah,
timeout?
yeah, but you can't ice the kicker this many times that they need fouls. So
Yeah.
they don't have that many timeouts.
Speaking of ice the kicker, you book your Miami Super Bowl trip yet?
Yeah, you know, I get to go to Minnesota and I don't get to go to Miami. That's just
3
the way.
straight Super Bowls of the Patriots. One of them was in Minnesota, one of the coldest venues you've ever
John,
been
I've
at.
never been so cold in my life.
Walking from the hotel
Walking
to
from
the
the
stadium.
hotel. Well, no, walking from the hotel, from the Mall of America back to the hotel, because I missed the shuttle. They shut the shuttles off at 6.
Wow.
You can call the
Yeah.
hotel and wait, but I mean,
Yeah.
why wait outside when you can just walk? It wasn't that far, but
You don't get to
but
go
it
to
was
Miami.
still very cold. Midwest cold is totally different.
Oh,
Totally
yeah. I was
different.
in Chicago for 6 months. I know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what you're talking
totally
about.
different.
Life-threatening.
Yep.
And
Yeah, Mother Nature
No
doesn't.
fun.
Mother Nature doesn't fool around out
yeah.
there. So, but here I am, and while you go away, I get to take your money.
There you go. Welcome to it.
Okay, we've got 2:49 to play. Catherine Covert at the line for Nashua South and an 8-point Panther lead. Yes, if you watched the first quarter and left and then came back, yeah, it's an 8-point South lead, 35-27, after they were down 15-3 at the end of 1.
And Catherine's first free throw off to the right, and
And see, that's why I fouled them. They
Yeah,
are not.
yeah.
They don't appear
it's
to be.
like a turnover if
they-
you don't hit your free throws.
They don't appear to be a good free throw shooting team. And
course.
John Bourgeois is like, beside himself about that.
Alvirne needs a basket, Tom, if they're going to make a game of this. Down by 8 with 2:34 to go.
Hasha back in the game. It's an all-guard team. Look at it. See, that's why they want to go from the outside. Oh, nice rebound by Rugrock. Puts up a weak shot, and I think it was thrown off.
Desperation
Yeah,
heave there.
it was thrown off when Martin went over to defend.
Kirsten McIntyre with a nice no-look pass.
No reason
there.
to shoot the ball. See, no reason.
Yeah.
Just hold on to it. You've got 2 minutes left in the game right now. You could basically, not run out the clock, but you can whittle it down a lot. Run a rotation on the outside
So
with
if
your
you're
guards.
Alvirne, you just got to overplay and
If you're
foul.
Alvirne, you foul.
You foul.
You foul. You don't waste time. You foul
Yeah.
right now.
There
And
you
there's
go.
there it is.
So Kirsten McIntyre goes
They
to the line.
they wasted 20 seconds.
They did. Can't remember if Kirsten hit her free throws the last trip to the line. Not everybody on
If
South
not, we'll
struggles
talk to
the line.
Kiki and see if we can get her enrolled for the summer free throw school.
Tom
Right?
King free throw school.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And Oruka Obanello checks back into the game, which is bad news for the Broncos. And Kirsten McIntyre to shoot a pair. Actually, the first one's live. And she hits it. Yeah, I think she has got some fine form there at the stripe. And it is a 9-point lead with 1:52 to go. Trying to make it double digits. No, rebound, Alvirne. Paige McKinley pursued from the backside, able to.
They needed 3, and they're going to take it. And they're going to. Oh, it looked like they had it.
It looked like a great.
Sure
shot
did.
That was Michaela Picanco, number 22. Ruocco Bonello.
Yep. Hodgson with a layup. She should have probably backed away and taken a 3, but she didn't. And now they foul Murray, and Murray will go to the line with 1:30 left to play. But the Broncos, 15 points in the first quarter, only 12 since. That's something happened there. Don't know what.
One thing, it appears that Panthers tightened up their defense considerably. No more easy baskets. Good rebound by Sarah Rugrock on the missed free throw, and the fouling strategy pays off again. But Alvirne remains down 9, a double dribble. Turnover by the Broncos.
Turnover, but I mean, again, if this was a closer game, South would be in trouble because they just don't hit. They haven't hit 2 things in this game, layups and free throws, which you have to hit to be successful.
Absolutely. You got to foul immediately again, I would think.
And they got to see Rio's trying to get away. She's doing a great job now. She's pulled up her dribble, and she called timeout. Smart play by Rio to call time there. But see, she pulled up the dribble too early. She could have.
Coach called it, but yeah.
Well, no, she's got to call it.
Oh, she has.
She's got to. Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
1:09 to play, and it's a
watching too much
9-point lead.
football, I guess.
Yeah, you really are.
Yeah, so the coach can call in football, but not in basketball. Check. Okay.
Well, I mean, no, the player's got to do it. He's got to yell it out.
Yeah. So 9-point lead at Alvirne. I would be actually shocked if they were able to overcome this deficit this late after struggling.
Not unless they can hit 3 threes.
Yeah.
And get hot from the outside. That's what they need to do.
Tom bringing the winter jacket tonight because he does have to leave the building at some point. But we hope to do our next game here on Nashua TV that I will be doing. I hope to do with Tom. It'll be a hockey game.
I covered South Pelham against BG on Saturday night, John, at Skate 3, where it was 35 degrees colder inside than it was outside.
How cold was it outside?
It was 60.
Okay, so not too bad.
No, it was
but
60
that's cold.
out. It was 60 out. John, think about it. It's 35 degrees colder inside than outside.
Well, I mean, I know, but I'm saying
that's a big difference. We don't usually have that difference during the winter.
Right, but if it was 40 outside, that would have been 5 inside. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
yeah,
it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been that cold inside.
Rio hits the key free throw to give it.
Tim O'Neill gets my point.
I got your point too, but it was a warm day that day, so
unusually warm. Yeah. Snow's all gone, but there'll be more coming. 2 big free throws by Rio, and that'll do it. That's it. It's not going to be an Alvirne win tonight. They're not. I don't think they've got it in them to stage any kind of a rally.
In this corner, Rugrock shot, no go. Rebound by Picanco. Long shot.
Hodgson, there it is. She should have taken that earlier.
8-point game with 43 seconds left. Well,
Well,
you hit a shot, changes the picture.
Well, you need what you need is 2 turnovers and 2 threes.
Yeah.
To really get back in it.
And if you're fouling right away, 43 seconds is a long time.
You've got to foul quickly. For South, what they're going to try to do is move everybody around, run them all over the place, so that they don't have to worry about it. Try to whittle time down. Get the ball in the hands of, your ball handlers, and you're going to be fouled, but just try to get as many seconds off the clock as you can before that foul happens.
Right.
Even if it's only 5 extra seconds.
You can see that foul strategy on the scoreboard right now. Alvirne's got 10 as a team, and they plan to commit more fouls as soon as the play resumes.
We'll see the 10 fouls means 2 shots.
No matter what.
So the 1-on-1 is off. So
right.
But boy, I'll tell you, this is an impressive win by the Panthers. You know, I guess it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Right.
You know, if this, unless barring a miracle. You know, but don't forget Alvirne, if they can create that defensive intensity that they had early in the game. Oh, they call the 5 seconds on her already?
I think they said that Grace Hodgson was getting too close.
Too close along the baseline.
And he's going to give her a fresh 5 seconds. Yeah.
They're going to put the time back. Well,
I guess Grace crossed the line in defending the inbound pass.
You do it a second time, and it's a technical foul.
Okay.
McIntyre. Oh, there's the play right there. There's your 5 seconds.
And an easy 2.
Yep, Colbert with the layup.
And Colbert is hurt. Catherine is hobbling.
Ouch! She fell, came down on her left leg, it looked like.
Her right ankle is dangling. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Wow.
And
John, I turned away to mark a note, and then I looked up, and there she was on the floor.
I did not see the point of impact. I just saw the immediate aftermath.
This is a non-contact play.
She put zero pressure on that foot. She could not put it down at all. And
well, you don't know if it's the foot or if it's the knee.
I don't. You're right. I don't.
That's got to be the foot. Well, no, the foot
no,
moves.
You could be on something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? I hope it's a cramp. I just hope it's a temporary thing. But she is wincing over there. Would be great if it was a cramp.
It would be.
Yeah. Instead of something structural.
Yep.
So half a minute to go. Long shot by Alvirne, and it's in and out.
See those shots.
That would have been interesting.
Well, they should have taken those about 3 minutes ago.
Yeah. Grace Hodgson getting her fouls worth there. She gave a little extra shove, it looked like, to Jordan Rio, who will march to the line. 40-30, easy math, 10-point lead for
Jordan Rio, sophomore. She will be a...
Oh, wait. She fouled Ariana Murray?
Yeah, but Rio is a sophomore. She'll be a player to watch as time goes on.
And Ariana's first free throw rattles in. 11-point lead for the Panthers. And that one spins home. So nicely done by Ariana Murray.
South will go to 4-1 on the season. Alvirne will drop to 2-4.
Grace Hodgson's turnaround jumper doesn't go. And rebound by Ileana Oching. Back to Grace Hodgson. Twisting, double teamed. Sarah Rugrock snatches it away. Only 1 second to go, and Grace gets it away. That will do it. A 12-point win for the Broncos.
All right, John Collins.
Nice job, Tom King. Thanks to our cameraman, Tim O'Neill. Another outstanding job behind the lens. Thank you for watching Nashua ETV. 42-30, the girls of Nashua High South take care of business at home against the Broncos of Alvirne. Good night from Nashua High South Gymnasium, everybody.